Hey y'all, Kelly Whitney here with 35 of 40 things that older Black women should tell younger Black women, but sometimes don't. The lesson for today is stop complaining. I'm in recovery from complaining. I used to be a big time complainer, and I'm here to tell you, as habits go, it is right up there probably with smoking when it comes to difficulty in trying to quit. I actually have no idea about that because I don't smoke and never really have. Anyway, complaining is one of those things that I think people do unconsciously. A lot of times people are under this mistaken impression that complaining is harmless, that it is negligible as far as something to be concerned about. And in the grand scheme of things, that's probably right. No one ever died of complaining, at least not to my knowledge. But from an energetic perspective, and this is just some new information that I'm getting and exploring whether or not it makes sense and works for me, I do see some value in not complaining and not rehashing and not excessively ruminating or whining over something that already happened. Because from what I'm learning, what that does is keep that stagnant negative energy front and center rather than focusing your energy on the lesson that you should be learning and then moving on, which I think is more important than staying in that spot and rehashing whatever it is that happened over and over again. And I think that older Black women don't tell younger Black women to stop complaining because they complain. My mom and my sister, they're both boomers and they are master complainers. They will rehash some shit like from here to hell. It'll just over and over and over, and they will bring it out again, and you're like, what? And hit you over the head with it like half a dozen times or 3 dozen times. And it's like, you have to literally stop and be like, yo, how many times are you gonna tell me that shit? You know what I mean? But the thing about complaining is half of the people that you're complaining to, like brass tacks, they don't care about what you're saying because they probably already heard it, number one. And number two, the rest of them are probably fucked up that you're having problems. So there's really no purpose to complaining. It has no intrinsic value. And I used to be someone who thought that, venting and, getting things off your chest had some therapeutic value. But again, what I'm hearing from an energetic perspective, that's simply not the case. Like, it's better for you to just process things fully and put it, aside and completely move on once you've dissected whatever lesson there is to be learned, etc. And then be done with it. Because complaining, now that I'm working on it, when I observe that behavior in other people, it does seem extremely unattractive because it's very negative. And I think there's subtext there is that someone's probably not taking accountability for something. And when you're an adult, everything is your fault. Everything is your fault. You need to take accountability for everything that happens in your life because you made the decision to do X, Y, and Z that led to the outcome that you're complaining about. So it's all on you. And when you complain, it's almost like you're giving away your power. You're abdicating that responsibility and accountability to somebody else, saying, oh, well, this didn't happen because, the deck was stacked against me, or so-and-so wasn't fair, or this, that, and the other. It's up to you. So don't give somebody else your power, even in something as seemingly negligible as complaining over an undesirable outcome. Take responsibility for your action. Be conscious of your image, and when you're complaining and whining and carrying on about something that happened beyond a reasonable amount, then it's not a good look, frankly. I think it's unattractive. And there's a lot of people out there from the research that I've done on this, because like I said, I'm a complainer in recovery. So I have a tendency to research things like what's the benefit, what's the downside, etc. And I think that another reason that older Black women don't tell younger Black women to stop complaining is because it's a way to bond. Like when you're whining about something or something's unfair, they can commiserate with you and you can bond over whatever happened, because chances are it happened to them already. There's very few things that are new under the sun at this point. I still think it's just not a good thing for you to do from an energetic perspective. So take that for what it's worth. So number 35 out of 40 things that older Black women should tell younger Black women but don't. I hope you guys come back for number 36. Thank you.